I need to text Jink and Anna. Y'all can't call me for no more shows. I'm done with it.
What?
Yeah, in real life.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Like, I don't know if they had some kind of meeting or was it the Christmas party or what, where they decided that, yo, we need to do what the fuck Joe Scarborough did that cost them so many viewers, to say that we're going to cover Trump, Anna, and Jink showing up in the way they showing up. Yo, it ain't worth for me. I'm never going to be quiet. So if they say, okay, you can't be on our shows no more, then I don't give a damn, because I'm not going to be quiet about the way that they're showing up right now. You took too
How
much.
are they showing up, Mondale?
Like MAGA, like an extension of damn Trump.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Mika, and we're back for another Red Cup Talks, because you know once we have the Red Cup, we're about to spill some truth. And today I wanted to come on because I wanted to talk about the Democratic men, okay? Now, usually we see, the Democratic women crashing out, but lately it's been men, like Van Jones. Well, Van Jones all the time. But the Democratic men have just been crashing out and taking L's lately, okay? And the latest saga is in a TYT contributor. His name is Mondale Robinson, okay? And he crashed out. And I do mean crashed out, talking about MAGA supporters. They're all racist. Watch.
I need to put it on Twitter. I need to text Jink and Anna. Y'all can't call me for no more shows. I'm done with it.
What?
Yeah, in real life.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Damn, that's 100.
I tell people, past couple years I've been taking paychecks from TYT. At this moment, I feel disgusted by that, dog. I don't like where TYT is right now. TYT is starting to act like, and listen, I'm telling people right now, I have not severed my relationship with TYT. I'm being a buck. So what I'm saying right now might just end that relationship.
Whoa.
No, I'm sorry, I gotta say.
It's the anniversary night, Nick. We're not doing a relationship ending tonight.
Like, I don't know if they had some kind of meeting or was it the Christmas party or what, where they decided that, yo, we need to do what the fuck Joe Scarborough did that cost them so many viewers, to say that we're going to cover Trump, Anna, and Jink showing up in the way they showing up. Yo, it ain't worth for me. I'm never going to be quiet. So if they say, okay, you can't be on our shows no more, then I don't give a damn, because I'm not going to be quiet about the way that they're showing up right now. You took too
How
much.
are they showing up, Mondale?
Like MAGA, like an extension of damn Trump. Like, bro,
you need to
this idea that these people ain't white supremacists, like normalizing Trump supporters as if they ain't racist, dog. I am not okay with this.
All right, so you guys just saw that. When I tell you he kept crashing out, he crashed out for like about 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes straight, just because he said TYT wants to have a conversation with Donald Trump. Oh my gosh, whatever should you do? Like, these people are Trump deranged. And I never thought I would say this, but a man is Trump deranged, other than Van Jones. But a man Trump deranged. Why? Like, for all of masculinity, why are liberal men like this? But I digress. So he goes on to talk about how the FBI had to tell him he's in danger because all the racist MAGA supporters are after him. Watch this.
They're acting as if Donald Trump followers aren't the same people who are trying to kill me and my wife. And that is not hyperbole. I live in segregated world because I'm still getting death threats. The FBI had to get involved to get me my email back because I was hacked by these people. In real life, in this cycle, I've never thought I would say thank you to an FBI agent. The FBI agent called me and was like, you're in danger. Your wife can't travel by herself. So these people, and out of love and respect for my wife, I'm obligated to do it today. I'm asking real questions. Jink, Anna, and also TYT, what are we doing?
All right, so you guys just saw all of that. So they go on for another 10 minutes, and then the other hosts, they chime in. They said they need more left-wing media to combat the right, all this MAGA stuff. Where are all the left-wing media sources? The Washington Post isn't enough. The New York Times isn't enough. ABC isn't enough. The View and the Golden Girls aren't enough. Joyless Reed isn't enough. They need more. And then they had the nerve to say, where are all the black folks, to fight against black MAGA? Because Harriet Tubman had a gun for a reason. His words, not mine. Watch this.
Ask Sean King, I walked away before I would betray my values. We need left-leaning media now more than ever. And if TYT is not going to be that, then you need to end your subscriptions and send it to folks who are going to hold the line, who's going to look at these fascists in their face and say, if you're going to take anybody, take me first. That's the only attitude to have right now.
Hold on. There's only one thing I have to say, man. I'm not even trying to go against anything that's going on. We need to talk about the attitude of how we got here. And I'm asking that question for a reason. How did we get to a point where a motherfucker with siding with people who want to like
Marcus,
make it easy.
You went to Florida A&M, one of the, if not the smartest. I don't care what people say. And I went to 2 HBCUs and none of them were FAMU. One of the smartest historical black colleges. You know why Harriet Tubman had a gun.
Think about it. Like her one gun wasn't going to do a whole lot against all the white guns that would have came up against her. But you know what it did? It solved the problem of them Negroes who was a problem trying to get free. There's always going to be a subset of us, whether it's in the black community, we got them in the black community. The same folks who sold us out on the west coast of Africa in the first place, same folks who sold out Harriet Tubman in the first place, all these people in our history, they in present today.
All right, so you guys just saw that, anytime black and Latino folks don't, want to get on the Democratic plantation, we are back to being sellouts, okay? And that's because, we don't want to put our eggs in one basket and get nothing for it. Kamala wasn't going to give us nothing for it. Joe Biden definitely didn't give you nothing for it. Angela Rye still over there, crying for Marilyn Mosby to get a pardon. And Joe Biden didn't pardon like 8,000 people today. I lied to you not. You cannot make this stuff up. So we are sellouts, but they're not. Well, with calling everybody a sellout and doing all of that macho stuff, and I'm not going back to TYT. I don't need that check. Yeah, I'm a man that can keep that check. I got money. Okay, well, guess who he didn't check with? His wife. He had to go ahead and apologize, because he be doing stuff that he's not supposed to do. You don't run your household, but most Democratic men don't. Watch this.
I was on mute because I was having a conversation with my wife over here because I didn't run that by her. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our household. And, you know what I'm saying? She just looked at me and she like, hell yeah, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because she know who I am. She know who I am. And a lot of the times I tweet on that monument. I didn't run it past my wife. I told her, don't be in North Carolina the day I did that. And she wasn't there. And I just went there and did it. And I didn't tell her I was going to do it. So sometimes I do shit that affects both me and my wife without asking her, not because I'm sexist or I want to show up in that manner, but because I feel like I can't look at her in the face if I'm lying to me. So I'm glad you're not upset.
All right, so you guys just saw that. I do hope and pray that he is okay in his household, okay? Like, I do hope nothing happened because he didn't check with his wife. And, they have to check in. They do. They don't run those households usually. However, I want to show you exactly what was said by Shank on PBD podcast and what was said by Anna on Glenn Beck. I thought they sound pretty reasonable. They still sound like leftists to me, but they sound like they don't have the arrangement and that they want America and the country to get in a good space. What's wrong with that? Here we go.
Cenk, are you now a Republican?
Okay, so a lot of people on the left have that theory. The definitive answer is no. So look, I've been a populist all along, and what's fascinating to me is how much politics in America has changed. Because the left-wing populists, like the Bernie Sanders type of guys, have been standing a post waiting for our right flank to appear at some point. Because giant things like getting money out of politics, you cannot do alone. The left wing can't do it alone. The right wing can't do it alone. If you want, the only way to fix it is an amendment because you got to go above the Supreme Court. You need 3/4 of the states. So for me, I've always thought if we don't get united, we're never going to beat the establishment. And the establishment has been my enemy forever and ever and ever. And I wish we had beaten them, through Bernie in 2016 or 2020. And I'm not saying that they're knocked out. I mean, the establishment is gigantic. They've got billions and trillions of dollars, and they're going to make a huge comeback in the 2028 primaries. But on the Republican side, they've largely been defeated. And so here's what my left wing friends don't understand. They think you guys are all MAGA, and MAGA means it's a cult, and you're never going to disagree with Trump. You're never going to disagree with each other, and that you are like their father's Republicans.
So MAGA doesn't mean that you agree with everything about Donald Trump. MAGA just means that you are a part of a movement, okay? Nobody had a problem with the Bernie socialist movement, even though I don't agree with that, but that was a movement. The Tea Party had a movement. I mean, there are all kinds of movements, all right? And we are just a movement that is just non-establishment. That's all that means, all right? Now, again, what's wrong with trying to make America great? I'm from America, you're from America. What's wrong with that? Any person that doesn't want to make America great is stupid.
Their fathers Republicans, and so our side, I've been trying to get them to realize that Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, all these folks that take the money, they're not on your side, they're on the establishment side, right?
Always.
And for you guys on the right, when I used to debate you, and I don't mean you guys in specific, I mean in general, all I would get is wall-to-wall talking points. Oh, Mitch McConnell knows what he's doing. Oh, John Cornyn is the best. Oh, George Bush, Dick Cheney, etc. And
he must be talking to old Republicans, because I don't like George Bush. I don't like Mitch McConnell. I definitely don't like Dick Cheney, which is why I don't know why Kamala had her around. Like, that is that was career suicide, or at least campaign suicide. So I thought.
So I battled the Cheneys. I battled all those guys in the Bush years, right? And then I hit Obama from the left, and people got super mad. I mean, that's part of the reason why I had the huge blowout with MSNBC, and I left MSNBC because they didn't want me to hit Obama, and they didn't want me to hit the Democrats. So I've been doing that from day one. And guys, today, I think that, we could do something historic. I think that we could actually unite the left flank and the right flank. We can unite on right now on this show, make the show a little bit historic, and say, hey, this is what the internet thinks. This is what the populace of the right and the left think. A significant portion of the MAGA base now that is, in my opinion, right-wing populists who are actually anti-establishment, actually anti-corruption, actually anti-war. And what I'm trying to tell the left is, take the win. Take the win. We've been standing a post here for 20 years trying to cut the Pentagon, trying to be anti-war, getting money out of politics. If people say yes, for God's sake, that's our lost tribe. Those are our right-wing brothers and sisters who are Americans, who are populists, who agree with us. Let's go fight the establishment together, because if we're united, they cannot stop us.
Shink, you in danger, love. The left is not going to like that. And this is why right now, Shink and Anya are getting the flack. Now, let's move over to what Anya had to say on. Bring back.
So for people who might not know who you are, how would you describe who you were? Because you've had some transition on some things, who you were, how you would self-identify yourself over the last 10 years.
Well, I would say that I was firmly identifying myself as a Democrat. I think that if you look at my policy prescriptions, for the most part, I'm still pretty much left-wing. Yep. There are some social issues. Hold on.
Definition of left-wing to you. Is that Democrat or left-wing? What does that mean?
Well, left-wing in regard to, I would say like one of my grounding political values is that workers should have better pay, better working conditions, a seat at the table. Unionized labor, I think, is incredibly important, which, it's something that's been decimated in recent decades in this country. But that's like my number one interest in politics. When it comes to the mainstream Democrats, they're certainly more corporate now.
Yeah.
They're certainly captured by their corporate donors. I think that the way that this last election went down really does show you the kind of political strategist rot that exists, the corruption that exists. And there's real tension now between the voters who want very specific policy prescriptions in order to deal with the rising inequalities that we have in this country when it comes to wealth and income.
Sure.
And then you have the Democratic Party, which is heavily funded by corporate interests and moneyed interests.
I don't disagree with one word. I do believe that Anna is a leftist, but the truth is the truth. I don't disagree with one word. The Democratic Party are definitely all corporate interests. I mean, look at Kamala. Where did she get $2.5 billion from? Wasn't you, girl. Wasn't you.
And what those donors want severely conflicts with what the base of Democratic voters want. And so this has been a growing issue with the Democratic Party. And what I see as, their campaign call is more and more culture war stuff. And it gets more and more extreme every election cycle. And I think that they're pushing more and more people away by sticking to the corporate politics while also getting more and more maximalist when it comes to some of the culture war type issues.
All right, so you guys just saw that. Again, I didn't find a problem with what Jinx said, and I didn't find a problem with what Anna said. To me, what both of them said, their ideas on just some of those subjects, benefit the left and the right. So what in the world were the leftists and the leftist media complaining about? The leftist media that doesn't exist, those people. What were they complaining about? Okay, why would this guy, Mondale Robinson, why would you give up your check? Why would you have to go and explain that you did something that you didn't tell your wife and you had to go back and tell your wife? Why would you do that? For what? What are they saying wrong? What are they saying that does not represent everybody? Black, brown, white. Like, what are they saying wrong? I just see Trump derangement. I see it here, there, and everywhere. And the fact that I'm starting to see it in more men is alarming because the Democratic Party knows that they have you and they don't have to do nothing for you. And they're not doing nothing now. Look at Joe Biden. Again, Angela Rye is over there begging for her friend to get a pardon. Joe Biden not only pardoned his son, he pardoned some criminals, as y'all like to call people, those criminals. Yes, he pardoned criminals before he pardoned a Black woman. He could have just easily voted a pardon for her. He does not care, okay? You will keep voting for the Democratic Party at such a high rate, getting nothing for it. So yes, people that are people of color voting MAGA, we're going to get something for our vote, okay? Whatever issues we stood on, whether it was the border, the economy, whatever, we're going to get something for our vote, all right? And unfortunately, those people that are over there whining and crying on the internet, they're going to keep whining and crying because the Democratic Party is finished. So you guys get down in the comments and let me know what you think of all this. Let me know what you think of Mr. Mondale Robinson over there, going off on the internet. He's just about to go and do his own thing because TYT is sucking up to MAGA supporters. Or if you like me, I don't understand what's wrong with Anna and Jink. Other than that, they're leftists. But what's wrong with what they were saying? All right. It was common sense. Common sense rocks every day of the week, whether it's on the left or the right. You guys get down in the comments and let me know. It's your girl Mika and I'm out. Peace.